Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make a Discord bot using discord.js. So everyone who used Discord has faced this issue where they use public bots that lag sometimes, but there are also locked features behind paywalls or they randomly go offline. So today we are going to build our own bot, and then you can build any features you want and use it, and I will also tell you how to host it for free. So first of all, we are going to start with basics today, like how to create a Discord bot in the developers portal, then how to make it live, like how to make it online, and how to make it respond to your messages. So first of all, what you need is open up a Chrome browser or any browser you want, and go to discord.com/developer/application. So this is a Discord developer portal. Come here, just click on new application. So you can already see these are my three bots. Now I'm just going to write it YT or just codeit. Yeah, I'm just going to name it codeit and then create it. Yeah, now our bot is here. Now what we can do is we can add an app icon to it. So I'll add my YouTube app icon, or I can, yes, I will add the YouTube icon to it. I guess I should have it here. mm, I don't know where it is. Okay, instead of that I'll just add this as the app icon. I had this random image, so I'm going to add this as the icon of a bot. Right now only the application is created, the bot is not created yet. So you have to go to the bot section and just click on like before, like if this you can't see this screen, then you have to click on create bot, but if you see the screen, then there's no need to do anything. Now when you are here, make sure like you have this enabled. So you can see a note that like once your bot reaches 10,000 or more users, this will require review. So just ignore this everything, just make sure that these intents are enabled. So presence intent is to like receive presence update events, and then server members like to receive events listed under the guild members. Guild members means the server members, and then message content means it is required for your bot to receive message content in the most messages. Now how to invite this bot? So go to auth to section, and then click on, like here in auth to URL generator, just click on bot. Wait a minute, where bot is? Yeah, bot and applications.commands to create slash commands. And right now I'm going to just give it administrator permission and just click on guild install. There are two install, user install and guild install. Just click on guild install, copy the link, open a new tab and paste it there. Now it will automatically open Discord. Now you can see, now bot test authorize, go to bot test. Now you can see a bot is here, but right now you can see it's offline. Now we will make it online. So to do that, what we'll do is I'll just create a new channel in this codeit where we can test our bot. Right now I have my own three bots, which is snag, which is a giveaway bot, then this Friday, like it's an all-in-one bot. It has everything like mod, auto mod, economy system, ranking system, everything. And then there's this bot, this is just for the economy system. So now what we can do is, now once we have invited our bot here, open up Visual Studio Code, open a folder. So I'm going to create a folder in on the desktop for right now. I'm going to create a folder called as codeit bot, and then I'm just going to open it. I'll close this window and open up the terminal and just type in npm init and then it will ask a bunch of questions. So we are initializing a project here, but before we do this, I forgot a main step, which is to run these commands like npm init. What you need is nodejs. So you require nodejs in your system, so go to nodejs.org. So nodejs is basically a javascript runtime environment. It allows you uh, allows you run javascript on the web, and it helps you create servers. So what you have to do is just go to download section, and then you can download it for your operating system, Mac OS, Windows, Linux, whatever you have. You can install it as standalone binary or just a Windows installer, or for Mac the same. So download it from node.js.org. So now I'll close this and I'll go to Visual Studio Code again. Now it's asking for the package name, just keep it default. Version also keep it default. Description you can add a simple Discord bot. Entry point, keep it the default index.js. So entry point is basically the main file through which the whole bot will run. So I'm going to keep it index.js. Then test command also keep it enter. Git repository, you can enter your git repository like your github repository link, like where if you're going to commit this code to github. Otherwise keep it empty. Then keywords also keep it empty. Author, you can put your name, just keep it empty. License also keep the default. Type also you can either use module or common.js, but use common.js for now. And then it will create a package.json file like this. So is this okay? Just press enter, or just type in yes and enter. Okay, right now it's telling me to update my npm, so I'll just update it. Now as you can see, a package.json file has been created here. Now we will also create index.js file. But now how we will create that bot? We need something, right? The code doesn't know that we are creating a Discord bot, so we need something. So we need the discord.js library. So if I go to Google again and just type in discord.js, so you can see this is the discord.js library. Okay, why it's a one page now? Okay, you can just click on docs, I guess. Yes. So now this is the whole documentation. So we can just copy this command and we'll open up terminal again and just paste it here, npm install discord.js. And we also need .env, so I'll also install that. Okay, yeah. Now when we install this, a node modules folder gets created where all the modules are saved, and in package.json you can see dependencies are added, discord.js and .env. Now create a .env file and here type in bot token equals to. So to run this bot, basically we need a token. Like if you have used an API before, then you have an API key for it. Only using that API key you can access the API. So same, to access this bot we need the bot token. So we'll go to developers portal, and in the bot section you can see token. So just click on reset token, and if you don't have multi-factor authentication on, then you might not receive this prompt, but I have. So I have to enter the code from my authenticator, then only it will give me the token. And if your token gets exposed, you can reset it here. So the exposed token, when it is used, they can't do anything because the token has been reset here. So just paste it here. Done. Now the main code which we need. So first we will import the .env. So require .env .config to access the environment variable from the .env file. And then after that we need a discord.js. So also const discord equals to require discord.js. Now we have imported our libraries. Now we have to create an client instant, Discord client instant. So const client equals to new discord dot client, and in this we have to put in the intents of our bot. So intents, we remember we enabled those intents, so those intents will be these intents. I'll just copy them. Yeah, you can see gateway intent bits dot guilds, then gateway intent bits dot guild messages, and then message content at last. Now we need to create an event. So client dot once ready, and then a simple arrow function like this, and then in the console we'll write it like this, like as a formatted string that logged in as client dot user dot tag. So what this event does is, like when the client is ready, the code inside that arrow function will run only once, and at the end we have to write client dot login, and then in that process dot env dot bot token. So we are accessing this environment variable here, and here also instead of, yeah, I forgot to write discord. If we had imported directly the gateway intent bits, then I don't need to write discord, but right now I have to write it. Okay, so the basic code is ready. Now what you have to do is just open up your terminal and type in nodejs. Okay, you can see logged in as codeit, but right now I'm getting an error that the ready event has been renamed to client ready. So yeah, so just instead of ready, just make it client ready, and again, okay, sorry, yeah, node index.js. Okay, now if I go to Discord, you can see our coded bot is online, but right now it won't respond to any of our messages. Like if for this chill guy, if I just type in help and use this command, it replies with an embed. It shows me all the commands, the interaction works, the buttons work, but right now we don't have any command for this bot. So how to make this? So right now in this video we are going to not create a slash command, like just we are going to listen for a message here. Like if a user enters a specific message, then it will reply. So here we will just create another event called as client.on message create. Yeah, so, and here the argument would be message, and again an arrow function, and here what it will do is, like if message dot content is exclamation mark ping, then message dot channel dot send would be pong. Instead of channel dot send, we will do message dot reply. Yeah, that would be better. And now we have to run this again. So node index.js. Now if I go to Discord and just type in ping, see, it replies with pong. But I'll show you what channel.send does. And again, if I do it, so it just sends in that channel, but when we do reply, it replies to my message only. And for this we can also do, yeah, but I think we can do like this, and then we can do both, like, and if I stop this and run again, and if I type in ping, yeah, see, it first replied and then it sent the message in the channel. Now I can also write like else if message dot content is YouTube. Okay, sorry. Then message dot reply would be yes, codeit official 3, and we'll remove this message dot channel dot send, and we'll run it again. So if I type in YouTube, see, it sent me the channel link, and if I type in ping, it sends me the, it replies with pong. So basically this is how you create a basic Discord bot. Like if you try to make like if you say 100 commands using this one event, it would be very slow and it would be very like uh, cluttered work. So in the next video we will learn how to create slash commands and how to create command handlers and event handlers, so we don't need to write the whole code in index.js. We have separate file for each command, so it will be more easier. So just like that, you have built your very own custom Discord bot, like you have set up the foundation right now. So in the next video we'll dive into slash commands, like which is the modern and official way Discord bots handle commands now. Like each and every Discord bot you see on Discord uses slash commands. Nobody uses this old way, like where a user would use a specific prefix and they type their command. Like no one uses that now. They are all slash commands. So, and while doing all this, if you ran into any errors, then you can drop a comment below. I will resolve it. And if you want the code, I will put a GitHub link in the description. You can go to the GitHub repository and take the code and use it and modify it. So thanks for watching the video, and if you like this video, then please hit the like button, and if you like my content, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.